Well, good morning, everybody, after that great opening here on our reformatted golf and travel show called the Happy Hour Lifestyle Show. We're bringing back to America, and we're going to be focusing today on a little bit of golf and a little bit of travel, and moreover, across the United States, where the 19th hole's the best place to go after a round of golf. And with me today is Rob Ladd down in Peoria. Rob, good morning. How are you doing, boss?
Oh, good morning. It is great. They're out celebrating the first round of golf of the year. And it was a little chilly, but we went out and we played 9 holes. And now we are about to head to the 19th hole to drink a little bourbon and tell a few lies. And we are going to J.K. Williams Distillery here in Peoria, Illinois, who has so graciously agreed to host the 19th hole and let me and my golfing buddies come in and sip a few bourbons and talk a little bit about our round of golf and what the world's problems and everything else you talk about at the 19th hole.
You know, we've always tried to figure out what goes on at the 19th hole. We'll get to that in a minute, but Andy is gracious enough. We thank you for that, because the 19th hole has always been the mystery of life. Everybody's gone to them over the years. We certainly have gone to them from Kiowa to Hawaii, Florida to the Northwest, and now effectively in the Midwest. We're going to try to find the best 19th holes where people can go after a round of golf. We'll get to that in a minute. But Andy, let me bring Andy in there. Bring some good looks in there, Andy. Squeeze out that other guy, you know.
Good to see you this morning, Randy.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, great. Well, we're really happy to be down there with you today and want to, catch up with you. What's going on at J.K. Williams? What got any exciting news to share with us?
Got some really exciting news. We just snagged a double gold medal for this guy, our Bridge Series American Wheat Whiskey, at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, which is the oldest, largest, and most prestigious competition. So this was very great news for us, and I did pour a little for Rob and myself to celebrate. Cheers.
Cheers.
And so, and so, but we've got some other cool things going. This is a mock-up. We've got our gin, our Easton gin. The labels are being produced right now. That's coming out on May 4th. We've got our grapefruit version of that. So we've got some really cool things going, but at the heart of everything we do is whiskey. And so that's when we talk 19th hole, we think bourbon, rye, wheat whiskey, whatever your particular drink is. But that's my favorite drink after a horrendous round of golf.
Well, it's horrendous for everybody. I mean, Jordan Spieth this past weekend, Easter is becoming a really good day for him. He's won the past 2 years on Easter, and he won the Valero Open a year ago, and he won down at the Heritage this past Sunday. Next year, Easter falls, the Masters falls on Easter. So Jordan is looking forward to Easter already.
Well, I was actually encouraged, by he hung in there and then went on to win. But I was encouraged when I saw Shane Lowry's duff shot that went about 40 yards. And I think we all laughed just a little bit inside, not at him, but with him, that even the best pros in the world can duff a shot really
no
bad.
Question about it. When that club head's moving at 120 miles an hour and trying to hit a little white sphere, it's the dumbest sport in the world. They give you a ball, they give you tools that aren't made for the execution of the game. They tell you to put it on a wooden peg, and then they tell you to aim for a 4-inch hole a quarter mile away and 4 shots. Now, there is no logic in that whatsoever. So that's why the 19th hole is the important. I think we're just trying to figure out what goes on at the 19th hole. So what happened was about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, we're sitting around and been in thousands of them from Kiowa. I mean, Kiowa has been voted the number 1 19th hole in the world. And we went there about 4 or 5 years ago. Beautiful place, right in the ocean. The War by the Shore was carried out there, and then it's just been an iconic place for golf. But the bar, without question, is absolutely stunning, and They have a big clock in the ceiling. I don't know if that's when you're laying on the floor. You have to determine when you're going home, but they even have hours that are posted on the wall when the sun goes down and the sun comes up. So, I mean, they're very detailed about what goes on in the 19th hole. So anyway, it would be interesting if we could come in there with some cameras and, have guys come in through the summer, and we don't want to interfere with their, what they're talking about. What we're trying to do is find out, what do they talk about? In the 19th hole, is going to be talking about good, whiskey and gin, or is it going to be talking about, their life, their babies, their work, frustrations, lie to each other about their golf game?
Right. Well, and my wife, who has occasionally accompanied me on the golf course, she doesn't golf, but she mixes cocktails and whatever. But she said, now that we're off the course, you can leave the language that you're using on the course behind as well. And I've got two vocabularies. One is on the golf course, and one is off the golf course that I use. So.
Yeah, the verbiage gets lost in the trees, as they say, along with clubs and golf balls and everything else. So it's the 19th hole. I'm really looking forward to doing these. We got some spots up in Northern Illinois that are looking at it, and down by you, I think it'll be great. The springtime comes down there a lot earlier. I mean, we had 4 inches of snow yesterday up here in DeKalb. So yeah, wake up in the morning and everything goes way quickly. But tomorrow is our first warm day finally, and we can go from there. But Rob, tell us a little bit about what's going on there. Don't let Andy just get braggadocio. Be braggadocio for him.
I kind of elbow him out of the view there. Get my FaceTime. So being, traditionally the Rob on the road guy, out locating great places to travel to, great breweries, wineries, distilleries, coffee houses. We want to continue this forward on the 19th hole and just, give people the experience. And, with golf in particular, it's all about the camaraderie. It's a great game, sure, that we all frustrate us to death. But it really comes down to the guys you're playing with, the experiences on the course, the experiences off the course, the friendships you make, and that just whole living life and just a joyous spirit of being on a golf course, a beautiful place in nature. And then moving into the bar, which is also a beautiful place, and enjoying nature's spirits that she so graciously provided us to give us a little motivation to maybe say some things that are in our heart that maybe we wouldn't say without the added embellishment. But, the 19th hole is where a lot of this goes on. And it is one of my favorite things in life, to experience.
And what a better place to go when you got double gold. You can play the gold tees, and then you can move into the bar and have double gold, beautiful little glass of, friendship served to you there by Andy, and sit there and begin to lie to each other about your golf game, your bets, everything else that goes on in that. I've been on actually golf trips where it was really a trip to go down to Callaway Gardens for a week to really work on our games, get ready to play some amateur golf. And over the years, we had to eliminate 2 topics, one of which was you couldn't talk about your family and you couldn't talk about your work. So it boiled it down to talking about golf, or lying to each other about that. But it was really interesting. And that was just because we had been on that trip for over 20 years and we had heard it all before. And you don't want to hear people complain. I have never really experienced about people complaining at the 19th hole. That is sort of an area. It's more of I really don't know. I mean, I've been in a lot of them. I couldn't categorize it. That's why we want to do this show. It's called the 19th hole. And we've tagline right now is called Piercing the Veil of the 19th hole. In other words, taking cameras and microphones and seeing what the Rob lads are going to be lying about, in the world. So you've never told a lie in a 19th hole, Rob, I'm sure.
Oh, never. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Hitting the road, finding the cool hidden gems, finding some good golf courses, and making more friends.
Well, we've certainly got a ton of places to go. We want to begin right here in Illinois. And Rob, he's not letting you know, he is a defending single-time champion down at a local country club where he eliminated everybody here a few years ago and then retired from the game, if I remember correctly, because there was no more pinnacle to climb.
That's right. I wasn't going to get any better, so just as well give up before I embarrass myself again.
Well, hey, Andy, congratulations on the double gold. Is he still there, or is he?
I am.
All right. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to coming down there and sharing a few and tasting that and bringing our crew and find out what people are lying about at the 19th hole down there in Peoria, Illinois at J.K. Williams. It's wonderful. Thanks for hosting us today. We look forward to coming down.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.